Hello guys, hello everyone. I hope all of you doing well and fine. I'm Lohit Jindal and I welcome you back in our fifth session of combinatorics, guys. So guys, this is the second last session of combinatorics, right? So guys, काफी चीजें हमने कर ली हैं combinatorics में and some very important things that we are going to see today. Okay, so guys, let us begin today's session. तो guys, आज हम distribution of objects देखने जा रहे हैं. Right, distribution of objects हम देखेंगे and circular arrangements and miscellaneous problems that we will see in the next session. All right, so let's begin, guys. So number of ways of forming groups or packets is as follows. देखते हैं guys. So guys, let us understand, अगर हमारे पास m plus n things है, right, like given in the first point, if we have m plus n things and I want to divide it into two parts or you can say two groups, so that first group के पास m objects हैं and the second group contains the n objects. या फिर आप कह सकते हो guys, you have m plus n different toffees or different chocolates. You want to form two groups, one packet, or you can say you want to form two packets, one packet containing m different chocolates and the other packet containing n chocolates, right? तो guys कैसे करेंगे हम? Very easy. तो basic method क्या करेंगे guys? If we have m plus n objects, right, out of those m plus n objects I'll select m objects, है ना? How do I select m objects out of m plus n objects? By m plus n cm ways. हमने उससे m चीजों को कलेक्ट किया, उसको आप ग्रुप बनाया और रख दिया साइड पे. Now the remaining n things can be grouped in one way only, so into one कर देंगे. So what does this result in guys? देखो ध्यान से. This is m plus n factorial, right? This is m plus n factorial divided by m plus n minus m is n factorial times m factorial. So guys, m plus n factorial divided by m factorial n factorial is the formula for this. ठीक है, तो I'll give you one example guys. Let's say हमारे पास second question को देखते हैं. Let's understand क्या आएगा. If we have 15 objects, है ना, we have 15 things and I want to form two groups of one group of 10 things, the other group of 5 things, है ना. In how many ways I can group those things? तो guys think about it. Basic logic से सोचते हैं तो 15 से 10 से, है ना, by 15 से 10 ways I'll select 10 things out of 15 and form their group, and the remaining 5 things will form the second group, right? So the total final answer should be 15 से 10. So what will it result in guys? Expression कैसा दिखेगा इसका? It will look like 15 factorial divided by 10 factorial 5 factorial, right? तो guys formula कैसा दिख रहा है? The total number of objects उसका factorial numerator में आ रहा है और denominator में क्या हो रहा है? जो groups का size है, like the group size was 10 and 5, तो उनका factorial denominator में आ रहा है ना. Let us observe one more case. Third case देखते हैं. तो guys total 15 things है. I have to form three groups of size 3, 5 and 7. Total 15 बन रहा है, right? तो guys let us see कि कैसे सोचेंगे पहले. तो guys first of all what I will do is I select three things out of 15 in 15C3 ways, है ना. In 15C3 ways I can select three things out of 15 and form a group. पहला ग्रुप बन गया हमारा 3 साइज का, right? अब guys कितनी चीजें बची हैं हमारे पास? How many things are left? 12 things. Now guys in those, out of those 12 things I can select 5 things to form a second group. In how many ways? 12C3 ways or 12C5 ways, है ना. In 12C5 ways I can select 5 things out of 12 and now the remaining 7 will form the group, third group by itself, है ना. उसके लिए फर्दर कुछ मल्टीप्लाई करने की जरूरत नहीं है, राइट, बिकॉज 7 थिंग्स आर लेफ्ट, उनको बस बंडल कर देंगे, उसको कुछ कर नहीं सकते, है ना. उसके लिए फर्दर एक ही वे होगा ना. नाउ लेट अस सी गाइस व्हाट डज दिस रिजल्ट इन. सो दिस विल बिकम 15 factorial divided by 12 factorial into 3 factorial, right, into what is 12 5 c5, that is 12 factorial divided by 5 factorial 7 factorial, right. So what do we observe guys? ये 12 factorial तो cancel हो गया, right. So this results in 15 factorial divided by 3 factorial 5 factorial and 7 factorial. तो guys देखो, now you are able to see the pattern behind it कि अगर हमारे पास 15 objects थे, so the number of ways to group them is 15 factorial, total number of objects जितने थे उसका factorial in the numerator divided by the factorials of the group size 3 फैक्टोरियल, 5 फैक्टोरियल, 7 फैक्टोरियल, वो हमारे पास डिनोमिनेटर में आ रहा है, राइट? तो गाइज इज दिस थिंग क्लियर अप टू दिस पॉइंट, राइट? तो गाइज नाउ विल सी कि अब क्या होगा अगर एनी ऑफ द ग्रुप्स आर ऑफ द सेम साइज, देन देयर विल राइज अ प्रॉब्लम, है ना? यहाँ पे तो गाइज हमने क्या केसेस देखे हैं सब, यहाँ पे ऑन दिस स्लाइड वी हैव सीन ऑल दोज केसेस जहां पे ग्रुप साइजेस कोई भी दो सेम नहीं थे, है ना? नो टू ग्रुप साइजेस वर द सेम, है ना? बट अगर सेम होगा तो क्या होगा, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दैट. सो गाइज आई विल गिव यू एन एग्जांपल ऑफ द फिफ्थ पार्ट फर्स्ट, है ना? देन हम फॉर्मूला डिराइव करेंगे. सो हाउ डू वी डिवाइड गाइज 12 थिंग्स इनटू 3, 3 एंड 6 साइज? ठीक है, आई विल शो यू हियर फर्स्ट. तो गाइज यू माइट थिंक कि 12C3 से हम 3 थिंग्स सेलेक्ट कर लेते हैं और 12C6 से, लेट्स से गाइज हमने बोला कि 12C6 से हमने 6 थिंग्स सेलेक्ट कर ली हैं, राइट? नाउ फ्रॉम द रिमेनिंग 6 थिंग्स यू हैव टू सेलेक्ट 3 मोर, है ना? ग्रुप बनाना है 3, 3 का. So in 6C3 ways, when you pick 3 things, finally you have 3 groups, है ना? 6 का, 3 का और एक और 3 का. So I'll tell you the example guys, कहाँ प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है देखो. Let's say guys I am having these digits A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, this is 8, I, J, K, L. Okay, so now these are 12 letters. So guys, let's say I have to form 3 groups out of this 12 letters of 6, 3, 3, right? 3, 3 and 6 size. So I'll give you an idea कि क्या हो रहा है. Guys, let's say आपने first time में जब 6 letter choose करे ना, let's say these 6 letters got chosen, है ना? ऐसा हो सकता है ना? So आपने जब 6 letter choose किए, G, H, I, J, K, L, ये वाले letter choose हो गए, आपने इसका group बनाया, रख दिया side पे, है ना? Now we are left with A, B, C, D, E, F, right? आपके पास क्या बचा? A, B, C, D, E, F. सो लेट्स से गाइस जब आपने 6C3 करा अभी, है ना? यू चोज 3 लेटर्स आउट ऑफ A, B, C, D, E, F. लेट अस अज्यूम गाइस आपने A, B, C चूज कर लिया, लेट्स से, राइट? A, B, C चूज कर लिया and remaining 3 will form the third group itself, right? So guys understand this thing, what are the 3 groups finally? आपने finally 3 groups क्या create कर दिए? One is ABC, one is DEF and the third one is GHI JKL, right? That is the scenario कि आपने क्या finally grouping क्या बनी? The point is what are the finally groups that you have formed? One is containing ABC, the other one is containing DEF and the third one is containing GHI JKL, है ना? तो एक केस तो ये हो गया. Another case would be guys कि first 6 में तो वही चूज कर दिए GHI JKL, let's say, है ना? ये ग्रुप फॉर्म हो गया. But when you selected 3 out of 6, guys it could be कि आपने DEF चूज कर लिए, that you have chosen DEF, है ना? Then the remaining 3 would be ABC, है ना? Isn't it? तो again finally you are forming the same groups ना. Okay, I'll give you a simpler example. एक काम करते हैं guys, इसको तो रहने देते हैं. I'll take one more example. Now understand this thing. Okay, guys, let's say you have 6 things and you have to divide it into 3 parts each. Simple. ये करते हैं ना. So let's say ABC, A, B, C, D, E, F. You have these 6 letters, है ना? और गाइज आपने इसका क्या करना है? 3, 3 के 2 ग्रुप्स बनाने हैं. लेट्स से यू वांट टू फॉर्म 2 ग्रुप्स ऑफ 3 ईच, राइट? तो गाइज यू कैन थिंक अबाउट इट कि भाई हम व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी कैन सेलेक्ट 3 थिंग्स आउट ऑफ 6 बाय 6C3 वेज एंड दैट्स इट. कि जो भी आपने 3 चूज कर लिए दैट विल फॉर्म द फर्स्ट ग्रुप एंड द अदर वन विल फॉर्म द ग्रुप ऑटोमेटिकली, है ना? तो गाइज लेकिन एक बात सोचो, इन दिस 6C3 वेज व्हाट विल हैपन? लेट्स से आपने 6 में से 3 चीजें चूज की. वन केस वुड बी दैट यू चोज ABC, है ना? So you chose ABC and automatically DEF will form the second group, right? So ABC और DEF बन गए 2 ग्रुप्स, है ना? And the other case would be जब आपने DEF चूज कर लिया, है ना? Out of this 6C3 one way would be DEF चूज हो गया. Then the remaining 3 things will be ABC, उसका भी ग्रुप बन गया. So guys in the end finally aren't these two case the same? Finally आपके पास ग्रुप्स तो सेम ही है ना? In both ways, in both the cases, you are forming the same groups. One is of ABC and the other one is of DEF. So there is repetition, right? द पॉइंट इज जितने भी ग्रुप्स गाइज आपके सेम साइज के होंगे, यहाँ पे दो ग्रुप्स थे ना सेम साइज के, सो दैट इज वाई दीज टू ग्रुप्स कैन अरेंज अमंग देमसेल्व्स इन टू फैक्टोरियल वेज, इजंट इट? देखो एक एबीसी डी ई एफ हो गया, एक डी ई एफ एबीसी हो गया, सो बेसिकली तो ये ग्रुप्स ही तो रीअरेंज हुए ना इन द वे ऑफ चूजिंग, है ना? सो टू गेट द करेक्ट आंसर यू विल हैव टू डिवाइड दिस नंबर बाय 2 फैक्टोरियल, है ना? क्योंकि फॉर ईच केस यू आर रिपीटिंग काउंटिंग इट डबल टाइम्स, 2 टाइम्स, है ना? एक कोई भी एक ग्रुपिंग को आप कितनी बार काउंट कर रहे हो? 2 फैक्टोरियल टाइम्स. Got it, guys? So what do we need to understand? The number of groups of the same sizes. जितने भी ग्रुप्स होंगे सेम साइज के, आपको उसके फैक्टोरियल से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज द ग्रुप्स कैन अरेंज अमंग देमसेल्व्स इन दैट मेनी वेज, बट हमें एक्चुअली अरेंजमेंट तो नहीं करना है ग्रुप्स का, है ना? वी हैव टू काउंट द फाइनल ग्रुपिंग्स ओनली, दैट्स व्हाई हमें डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. सो फॉर एग्जांपल गाइज, ये जो फिफ्थ केस है उसका केस क्या बनेगा? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट अस फॉर्म द ग्रुप्स जो हमने अभी सीखा था. 12 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 6 factorial. But since guys there are two groups of the same size, है ना, दो ग्रुप्स हैं सेम साइज के, so we will divide it further by 2 factorial. That is how this concept works. Similarly guys, जो हमारा fourth point है, let's say m plus n form में तोड़ना है, so the number of ways to group them will be m plus 2n factorial, है ना, divided by m factorial, n factorial, right? But now guys, since again there are two groups of the same size, है ना, n और n के दो sizes हैं, दो groups हैं same size के, so we will divide it further by 2 factorial because those two groups can arrange among themselves in 2 factorial ways, है ना? तो वो हमें ओवर काउंट नहीं करना है, so we are dividing by 2 factorial. ओके, सो फाइनली गाइस आई विल शो यू इस 6 को कैसे लिखेंगे. 12 को आपको डिवाइड करना है 2 2 2 3 3 में. तो गाइस फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस 12 फैक्टोरियल, है ना, टोटल नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स डिवाइडेड बाय, नाउ गाइस 2 2 2 फैक्टोरियल कितनी बार आएगा? 1 2 3 ग्रुप्स हैं, सो आई विल राइट डायरेक्टली 2 फैक्टोरियल का क्या हो जाएगा? क्यूब हो जाएगा, राइट? एंड सिमिलरली 3 साइज के 2 ग्रुप्स हैं, तो 3 फैक्टोरियल आएगा, तो दैट विल फॉर्म 3 फैक्टोरियल स्क्वायर. बट नाउ गाइस देयर आर 3 ग्रुप्स ऑफ द सेम साइज, 2 2 2 के 3 ग्रुप्स हैं, so we'll further need to divide by 1 upon 3 factorial due to those 3 groups. and यहाँ पे 3 3 साइज के भी दो ग्रुप सेम है, तो उसके लिए भी guys we'll have to divide by 2 factorial further. तो guys we need to understand this, जब भी कुछ ग्रुप्स का साइज सेम होता है, तो in that case we have to divide by that much factorial extra, right? because otherwise over counting हो जाएगा, double counting हो जाएगा. okay guys, is this concept clear? All right, great guys. So let us see its application. Okay, so let's understand guys. We have 6 distinct books, है ना? 6 distinct books have to be distributed among Ram, Sham and Gopal, है ना? In how many ways it can be done such that Ram gets one book, Sham gets 2 books and Gopal gets 3 books. तो guys it's like saying कि 6 books है हमारे पास, 6 books हैं, उनको हमें डिवाइड करना है 1 2 and 3 books में, groups of 1 2 and 3. So since the sizes are different, guys, what are the number of ways of groupings? That will be 6 factorial जो हमने अभी देखा, है ना? So that is given by 6 factorial divided by 1 factorial, 2 factorial and 3 factorial, right? So guys 6 factorial divided by 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial gives us the number of groupings, है ना? एंड उनको अरेंज करने का कितने वेज हैं गाइस? देयर इज ओनली वन वे, है ना? क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली जो 1 वाला ग्रुप है वो हमने राम को देना है, 2 वाला ग्रुप वाला बुक्स का ग्रुप हमें शाम को देना है, एंड 3 बुक्स वाला ग्रुप हमें गोपाल को देना है. सो देयर इज ओनली वन वे टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट, राइट? सो दैट शुड बी अवर आंसर गाइस, 6 फैक्टोरियल डिवाइडेड बाय 2 फैक्टोरियल 3 फैक्टोरियल. ओके, सो हियर यू कैन सी दैट शुड बी द आंसर, right guys? Don't need to correct get the final numerical value, that is fine, you can do it later obviously. Okay guys, all right, let's see the next question. So here it is. Now guys, see how the question has changed. We have to again distribute the 6 books, but one of them gets 3 books, one of them gets 2 books and the last person gets the 1 book. The point is guys, again this time we'll form the groups again, है ना? कितने वेज में ग्रुप फॉर्म करेंगे? That is 6 factorial divided by 3 फैक्टोरियल, 2 फैक्टोरियल, 1 फैक्टोरियल, है ना। सो दिस गिव्स अस द नंबर ऑफ वेज टू फॉर्म ग्रुप्स। पहले तो हमने ग्रुप्स फॉर्म कर लिए। सो व्हाट डज इट रिजल्ट इन गाइस? आपके सामने ना 3 ढेरियां बन रखी हैं। यू हैव 3 थिंग्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, 3 ग्रुप्स, और यू कैन से 3 बॉक्सेस। वन बॉक्स विद 3 बुक्स, द अदर बॉक्स विद 2 बुक्स एंड द थर्ड बॉक्स विद 1 बुक। अब आपको उनको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है अमंग 3 पीपल, राम, श्याम एंड गोपाल. So that can be done in 3 factorial ways, right? We have 3 things and to be distributed among 3 people, that would be done in 3 factorial ways, right? So that would be the answer. So if needed, you can cancel this 3 factorial to write your final answer as 6 factorial divided by 2 factorial. Okay, that should be the final answer. Otherwise, you can leave it in that form also. So see guys, the final answer is 6 factorial by 2 factorial. Okay guys, got it? Got the process? Right? All right, great guys. तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now again the question has changed. So guys, 6 books, but now we have to divide them in how many ways it can be done, such that Ram gets 4 books while Shyam and Gopal gets 1 book each. तो guys again पहले हम grouping करते हैं books का. First of all, let's divide the book into 3 parts, right? 4 1 1 में. We are dividing the books in the group sizes of 4 1 1. तो guys कितने ways में होगा ये? In 6 factorial ways upon 4 factorial, obviously 1 factorial, 1 factorial. But since guys 2 groups are of the same size, I'll further divide it by 2 factorial, right? Grouping करने के ways इस तरह से हो जाएंगे. We have to further divide it by 2 factorial since 2 groups हैं जिनमें same एक book है basically, right? So guys, so far जो मैंने expression लिखा है वो किस चीज का है? वो है grouping form करने का, right? You have formed the groups now. अब अभी ये काम बाकी है कि हमें ये ग्रुप्स अरेंज करने हैं राम, श्याम एंड गोपाल को. तो गाइस दिस वन इज स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. जो 4 बुक्स का ग्रुप है, दैट हैज टू बी गिवन टू राम ओनली. वो तो राम को ही देना है, तो वो तो एक ही वे में दिया जाएगा, है ना. दैट कैन बी डन इन ओनली वन वे. बट द अदर 2 ग्रुप्स ऑफ 1 बुक ईच कैन बी अरेंज्ड टू श्याम एंड गोपाल इन हाउ मेनी वेज? 2 फैक्टोरियल वेज. 2 थिंग्स टू बी गिवन टू 2 पीपल. So 2 factorial ways हो गएगा, right? So guys, that means this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So the final answer will be 6 factorial by 4 factorial. So this should be the resulting answer, final answer. Right guys? So let's confirm the answer. So here it is, 6 factorial by 4 factorial. Oh, all right guys, is this thing clear? All right, great guys. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Distribution of alike objects. Okay, so guys, this is a very important topic, है ना, very very useful. Okay, so let us understand the concept. So the number of ways of distributing n identical objects among r persons, if each person may receive any number of objects, is n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So guys, you don't need to remember this formula. Okay, I'll explain to you कि कैसे सोचना है. You'll be able to write this directly by yourself according to that logic. ठीक है. So let us explain, solve this thing according to an example. ठीक है, example लेके करते हैं guys, so we'll be able to understand this question properly. All right. So now guys, let's understand this thing by an example. तो guys, let's say आपके पास 10 identical 1 rupee coins हैं. They are to be distributed among 3 beggars. तो guys, since the things are identical, यहाँ पे हमें एक चीज समझनी है guys. Since the objects are identical, है ना. Now it's not about which object goes to which person. It's more about कि कितनी चीजें जाएंगी. How many things are going to go to a person, है ना. Got it? क्योंकि ये जो identical coins हैं, वो तो identical ही हैं guys, है ना. So one way would be, I will give you an example. Let's say there are 3 beggars A, B and C. Then one of the way could be कि one of the beggar is getting 6 coins, the other one is getting 3 coins, then the third one is getting 1 coin. है ना? That is one kind of distribution. So how do we interpret it? Very interesting method guys. So what do we say guys? हम क्या कहते हैं ना guys, इन coins को एक line में रख देते हैं, है ना. We have to distribute these coins into 3 people ना. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. तो guys let us understand कि इन 10 कॉइन को ना हमने लाइन से रख दिया, ठीक है, तो गाइज थिंक अबाउट इट इन दिस मेथड. नाउ विजुअलाइज दिस थिंग गाइज. इफ आई गिव यू अ रोप, अगर मैंने आपको एक रोप दिया है ना, तो आप उसमें कितने कट करोगे? हाउ मेनी कट्स विल यू मेक सो दैट इट विल बी डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 पार्ट्स, है ना. सो लेट्स से यू हैव अ रोप लाइक दिस, है ना. इन हाउ मेनी कट्स विल यू मेक so that it is divided into 3 parts. So you'll make 2 cuts, right? Isn't it? आप दो कट्स कट करोगे ना, दो जगह कट करोगे, तो the things will get divided into 3 parts. The rope will get divided into 3 parts. Similarly guys, अगर मुझे ये 10 कॉइन्स को 3 बेगर्स में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है ना, that how many coins go to the 3 beggars, है ना, तो मुझे कितने पार्टीशन इंसर्ट करने पड़ेंगे? थिंक अबाउट इट इन दिस वे कि मेरे पास 10 कॉइन है. I want to partition into 3 parts, 3 groups, है ना. You can say the first group will go to the first beggar, second group will go to the second beggar, and the third group will go to the third beggar, right? So now the question is, in how many ways can I partition the 10 coins into 3 parts, है ना, 3 things. So guys, the process or the thinking behind this is, let us insert 2 partitions, है ना. Let us distribute 2 partitions as well. हमें 2 partitions ऐसे बना लेते हैं, है ना. So wherever you insert these 2 partitions, it will effectively lead to a new arrangement of the 3 coins or of the 10 coins among the 3 beggars. I'll give you an example guys. Let's say ये 2 partitions को guys यहाँ पे insert कर दिया. One is here, one is here, है ना. Now how many coins will the first beggar get? 2 coins. क्योंकि यहाँ पे कितने coins हैं? 2 coin है. यहाँ पे 3 coins हैं और यहाँ पे 5 coins हैं. So the first beggar will get 2 coins, the second beggar will get 3 coins, and the third beggar will get 5 coins, है ना. So got this point. So what I'm trying to emphasize is कि guys जितने भी ways में मैं ये 2 partition साथ में इसके arrange कर सकता हूँ, I get the number of coins that each beggar is getting, and it is going to be a different combination every time, है ना. So I'll show you one more combination which you can get. One of the combinations could be guys this and this. Let's say दोनों बार इकट्ठे आ गए. So what does this signify? This signifies कि first beggar will get 4 coins, the second beggar will get 0 coins since there is no coin between the 2 partitions, and the third beggar will get 6 coins, है ना, after the second partition. Got the concept guys? So guys, now the question becomes, in how many ways can I arrange 10 identical coins and 2 partitions, है ना. ऐसा हो गया ना. Now my question is converted to, क्योंकि ये अप्रोच से हमें समझ में आ गया जितने वेज ये करने के होंगे, है ना. द नंबर ऑफ वेज आई हैव टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट और यू कैन से अरेंज 10 coins and 2 partitions is the same as the number of ways to give 10 identical coins to distribute them among 3 beggars, है ना. तो guys now we have 10 coins and 2 partitions. Total कितनी things हो गई? In total we have 12 things. So I'll arrange them in 12 factorial ways. But out of them 2 things are the same, so 2 factorial आ जाएगा. And the 10 coins are also same. I'll have to divide by 10 factorial, है ना. तो guys we have already studied about the arrangement of identical things, है ना, in the previous sessions. तो उसके use से हमने ये लिखा. And what is this formula basically? This is 12C2. Got it guys? So the total number of things C, and on the lower index will be the number of partitions that you can think. Since I have to divide it, the coins in among 3 beggars, so I'll need to insert 2 partitions, है ना. तो seat के बाद 2 आ जाएगा. 12C2. 12 is the number of coins plus number of partitions, and C the number of partitions. ठीक है. So 12C2, that is how we are getting this formula. Similarly guys, how do we get this formula? I'll explain it to you. So number of ways of distributing n identical things among our persons if each person may receive any number of objects. So guys n identical things hai, so you can think of it like you have n identical coins, है ना. And guys since we have to distribute among our persons, how many partitions will be inserted? These are n things, but partitions कितने insert करेंगे? Since there are persons, I'll need to make one lesser cut, r minus 1 partitions, right. So we have r minus 1 partitions. So these are r minus 1 partitions, right. So guys now think about it. How many things do I have? N coins and r minus 1 partitions. So I have a total of n plus r minus 1 things, and out of them r minus 1 things are the same and n things are the same. So I can write it in this way: n plus r minus 1 factorial divided by n factorial into r minus 1 factorial, which can also be written as n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1, है ना, कि कितनी पार्टीशंस हमने रखनी है, सेलेक्ट करनी है आउट ऑफ n plus r minus 1, right? So that is how we are getting this formula, guys, right? So is this approach clear, guys? I hope this process or the approach is clear, है ना? So guys, this result, as it is written here, this remark is there. This result is majorly applied in finding non-negative integral solutions of equation, है ना? तो यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे, we'll see that through the examples, that how to use this relation or use this result for finding non-negative integral solutions of equations, right? So guys, there's another thing to it. Okay, let's see. Now what is that variation, guys? एक चीज समझते हैं हम कि अगर हमें ये बोला जाए, now the number of ways of distributing n identical objects among r persons if each person must receive at least one object. सबको एक तो देना ही है. Now this is very interesting, guys. हम इसी मेथड में कैसे वेरिएशन करेंगे, let us understand that through the example. तो guys, again we have 10 coins, है ना? Let's see like this. Okay, again now we have 10 coins again. So guys, this time around we have to arrange the 10 coins or distribute the 10 coins among 3 beggars. But कैसे करना है ताकि हर beggar को कम से कम एक मिले, right? Each beggar must get at least one. तो guys, इसमें partitions तो उतनी ही करेंगे insert. We have to arrange 2 partitions. But guys, since we want that each beggar must get at least one coin, we'll use the gap method. We have to use gap method, right? So guys, how many partitions, how many places are there for the partitions? है ना? I'll give you an example. This could be one way. Now the beggars would get 1, 1 and 8 coins. The point is, guys, अब की बार हम arrange नहीं करेंगे इनको. Basically, we'll need to find how many gaps are there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll mark here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Since there are 10 coins, there are 9 gaps in between. तो उन 9 gaps में, guys, I'll have to insert 2 partitions, or you can say out of those 9 gaps, I have to select 2 gaps for the partitions, है ना, जहां पे मुझे partitions को रखना है, right? And that can be done in how many ways? 9c2 ways, right? Because when I'm choosing the gaps, there'll be no chance that any beggar will get less than 1 coin. ऐसा होगा ही नहीं ना, because gaps choose कर रहे हैं. So any beggar cannot have at least 1 coin तो आएगा ही ना दोनों partitions के बीच में, है ना? So the beggar cannot be left with lesser than 1 coin. तो 1 coin तो मिल ही जाएगा beggar को अगर हम gap method का use करते हैं इसमें. So how do we get this result? Guys, now we have n objects. Think about it. हमारे पास कितने objects होंगे? n objects हैं. And since there are r persons, we'll have r minus 1 partitions. है ना? We'll have r minus 1 partitions. और gaps कितने हैं, guys? Since there are n objects, I'll have n minus 1 gaps. So now guys, this problem is very easy. Out of n minus 1 gaps, I have to choose spaces for r minus 1 partitions, जहां पे r minus 1 partitions को रखना है. So that can be done in n minus 1c r minus 1 base. And that is how this expression is derived. ठीक है? तो guys, these two methods are very much interchangeable. दोनों methods आप use कर सकते हो depending upon the scenario and on which method you are more confident in, or you can say are more comfortable with. ठीक है? I'll just give you a hint, guys. You can convert this problem into the previous case, or you can solve this question with the help of the previous method as well. कैसे कर सकते हैं? Guys, since the question is, I'll show you. Since the question is that 10 identical coins are to be distributed among 3 beggars, such that each beggar gets 1 coin each, right? तो एक काम करते हैं ना, तो एक काम करते हैं, 10 कॉइन है, हर एक बेगर को एक दे देते हैं, right? Now let's say I have given 1 coin to each beggar. तो उनके जो मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया था वो तो सेटिस्फाई हो गया ना. Now I am left with 7 coins. I'll help you understand. Now I am left with 7 coins, and now the condition is for these 7 coins I have to distribute them among the 3 beggars. With each beggar, when each beggar can get any number of coins now, because 1 1 1 तो हमने already दे दिया है, उनका minimum criteria we have already satisfied, right? तो 7 coins हैं. I have to distribute them among 3 beggars so that they can get any number of coins, right? सो 7 coins के साथ मुझे गाइज अगेन कितनी पार्टीशंस इंसर्ट करनी है? 2 पार्टीशंस. बट नाउ दिस टाइम अराउंड आई डोंट नीड द गैप मेथड. रेदर गाइज हम 7 coins और 2 पार्टीशंस को क्या करेंगे? अरेंज करेंगे. इन हाउ मेनी वेज वी कैन अरेंज देम? 9c2 ways, as I told you. Total number of things C, number of partitions 9c2, right? So that is giving the same answer. See, so दोनों methods guys interchangeable हैं anytime, right? So you can use the one that you are more comfortable with. Okay guys, I hope this process is clear. तो guys इसमें याद कुछ नहीं रखना है आपको. You just need to understand the logic, or you can say the approach, कि कैसे सोचना है इसको, right? Alright guys, let's see the questions based on this. So guys, now understand this question. As we told you, we discussed, right, कि वो method वहां पे लिखा हुआ था ना, that can be used to find the non-integral solutions of the equations. So this is the example. ठीक है, how do we relate with that problem? Let's understand. Guys, यहाँ पे क्या दिया हुआ? Find the number of integral solutions of x plus y plus z, where x, y, z are greater than equal to 0. Now compare it with the question guys कि 10 coin है हमारे पास, that we have 10 coins, and we have to give those 10 coins, or you can say distribute those 10 coins among x, y and z. 3 beggars हैं x, y और z, है ना? तो ये 10 coin उनको देने हैं. So the number of coins that the first beggar is getting, let's say that is x, the second one is getting y coins, third one is getting z coins. So total number of coins कितने हो गए? x plus y plus z, है ना? And each beggar can get any number of coins, है ना? तभी तो x, y, z is greater than equal to 0. So if you relate it with this, guys, you have 10 coins, है ना? And you have to distribute this 10 values among x, y and z. So you will need 2 partitions to divide it into 3 parts. So guys, the number of ways would be 10 plus 2, 12 C2, right? Using the concept. So 12, or you can say this way, 12 factorial. The number of ways I can arrange them is 12 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 10 factorial, which will also result in 12C2. है ना? You can calculate it as well. That is 12 into 11 by 2. So guys, the answer should be 66. There are 6 different integral solutions to this equation. Got it guys? कैसे इसको हमने compare किया with the method that we just learnt. So that is how it is used. Okay guys, let me show you the solution as well. So here it is. So the correct answer is 66. Got this guys? The fundamental logic behind it. Okay. X, we are considering that x, y and z are the number of coins that the first beggar is getting, second beggar is getting, and the third beggar is getting. So their sum should be 10 and the minimum value is 0, right? So that is how we are relating this problem with the 10 coin problem. Okay, so guys, there are many ways to count this, call this method. Sometimes it is called star and bar methods, कि stars होते हैं उसके बीच में हम bars insert कर रहे हैं, और beggar coin method भी हम बोलते हैं, जैसा कि हमने example लिया था. Alright guys, let's see the second example for this, different variation of it. Now see guys, what is the variation? X plus y plus z is 10, but this time around the condition is a bit different. देखो guys, x is greater than equal to 1, y is greater than equal to 0 and z is greater than 0, which also corresponds to z is also greater than equal to 1, है ना? तो guys क्या मतलब हुआ? Now they are having 3 beggars x, y and z. अगेन 10 कॉइन उनको देने हैं, डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने हैं उनको 3 बेगर्स को, बट दिस टाइम अराउंड फर्स्ट बेगर कैन शुड हैव एटलीस्ट 1 कॉइन, एंड सेकंड बेगर कैन हैव एनी नंबर ऑफ कॉइन्स, एंड द थर्ड बेगर आल्सो मस्ट हैव एटलीस्ट 1 कॉइन, है ना? z इज ग्रेटर देन 0, सो इट मस्ट बी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 1, है ना? इंटीग्रल सॉल्यूशन निकालने. तो गाइस इसका क्या स्ट्रेटेजी है? व्हाट इज द स्ट्रेटेजी टू सॉल्व दिस? सिंस x और z को एक एक कॉइन कम से कम देना है, सो लेट अस डू वन थिंग. let us give them the one coin. उनको एक कॉइन दे दो ना, दोनों को गाइज एक एक कॉइन दे दिया तो क्या होगा? I'll explain it to you. दोनों को वन वन कॉइन दे देते हैं गाइज, है ना? So now I am left with 8 coins and 3 beggars, right? है ना? 8 coins and 3 beggars. And now each beggar can have any number of coins. So now guys, 8 coins and 2 partitions, right? So 8 coins and 2 partitions, right? 2 partitions are to be arranged. Now that could be done in how many ways guys? 10c2 ways, right? That can be done in 10c2 ways. Let me show you the answer. So here it is. Sorry. Okay guys, there is a small change here, that is z greater than equal to 0 hai. Okay, let me correct this, don't worry. So the condition is actually z greater than equal to 0. Okay, so we don't need to take this criteria. So the question will change a bit guys. This will become, अब तो हमें x को देना है ना कम से कम 1 coin. So let us give 1 coin to the x. So we'll have 9 coins and 2 partitions. So the answer will become 11c2. 9 coins and 2 partitions add up to 11 and 2 partitions. So the number of ways are 11c2. Got the idea guys? So the correct answer is also 11c2, but as I told you, that is z greater than equal to 0 होना चाहिए था. There's a small, mistyping in here. Don't worry, I'll correct it. Okay, so that is the issue. So guys, this is method 1. You must have seen कि मैंने method 1 लिखा है. There's another way to solve or think about this. That is guys substitution. See guys, can I assume another variable x dash which is x minus 1? है ना? Can I replace x as x dash plus 1, or you can say it like this, है ना? अगर x dash की वैल्यू x minus 1 मानते हैं, so what is x equal to? That is x dash plus 1. And also guys, since x is greater than equal to 1, है ना, हमारे पास क्या कंडीशन थी? x is greater than equal to 1, so which will also imply x dash is greater than equal to 0, right? So what guys, that is what we can say. Actually, it is the same thing as I told you in the first method, that you give the one coin to the first beggar. उसको एक coin दे ही दो. तो यही बात यहाँ पे हो रही है guys. We took a new variable x dash, which is x minus 1. कि जो भी number of coins आप first को दोगे उसमें से -1 करके गिनना है. क्यों -1? उसको एक coin क्योंकि दे दिया है already. You can think it like this. ठीक है? तो देखो guys क्या होगा. If I substitute this x in the equation, I'll get x dash plus 1 plus y plus z equal to 10, and the condition is x dash is greater than equal to 0, so is y and z, है ना? Now the equation forms x dash plus y plus z equal to 9. Now see guys, उसी problem में convert हो गया ना, x dash plus y plus z is 9 and each of the beggar can get any number of coins. तो इसका solution क्या हो जाएगा? 9 plus 2 11, है ना? Number of variables is 3, so 9 plus 3 minus 1 11 c 2. So still we are getting the same answer. ठीक है, just the approach or thinking pattern is different. Got this guys? कि अगर कोई एक वेरिएबल का डिफरेंट वैल्यू है तो आप उसको इस तरह से डील कर सकते हो. Okay, let's see one more example like this. Just a second guys, let me check if this is correct. All right, I have corrected it now. Guys, the condition is, देखो, how do we interpret this? X plus y plus z is 10. X is greater than equal to -2. ठीक है? Y is greater than equal to 1. Rather guys, z is greater than 0. So that also means z is greater than equal to 1. है ना? कि उसको भी एक कॉइन तो देना ही है. Guys, now understand this thing in a proper manner. देखो, x is greater than equal to -2. That means अगर हम beggar coin method से करना चाहें, देखो guys, one way is by doing the equations, है ना? So how do we do this? इसको guys left side ले आते हैं. So I'll relate x dash equal to x plus 2, है ना? Now which is greater than equal to 0. Similarly, y minus 1 उसको y dash लिख लेते हैं, right? That is also greater than equal to 0. And z dash, take it as z minus 1 greater than equal to 0. Now let us substitute each of the x, y and z. तो guys यहाँ से x कितना आएगा? x dash minus 2, y कितना आएगा y डैश प्लस 1 and z कितना आएगा z dash plus 1. So let us replace it in the first equation. So that is x dash minus 2 plus y dash plus 1 plus z dash plus 1, that is equal to 10, है ना. So guys, what you'll see is 1 1 and minus 2 will get cancelled. So हमारे पास equation क्या बन रही है guys? We are getting x dash plus y dash plus z dash equal to 10, with each of x dash y dash z dash can have minimum 0 value, है ना. तो guys, इसके तो number of solutions हम देख ही चुके हैं ना. That is 10 coins, 2 partitions, so 12c 2 ways, right? And we can check the answer here. That is again 12c 2 ways. But guys, what is the other interpretation in which मुझे ये बेसिक क्वेश्चंस के अंदर ताकि ये केसेस ना बनाने पड़े या वेरिएबल्स ना चेंज करने पड़े, I'll give you another interpretation, a very good, you can understand, say कि interesting interpretation. तो guys देखो, since x is greater than equal to minus 2, है ना, minus 2 या उससे बड़ा है, तो क्या करते हैं ना, देखो अगर 1 होता था, if y is greater than equal to 1, that means y has to be given 1 value at least, है ना. तो हम उसको एक कॉइन दे रहे थे ना, we were giving it 1 coin. So what we can think is, since x is greater than equal to minus 2, उसको 0 बनाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? Let us take 2 coins from the first beggar, है ना. It's so you can interpret it like this. तो फर्स्ट beggar से क्या करते हैं ना, 2 कॉइन ले लेते हैं. Let us take 2 coins from the first beggar, and then since y and z are supposed to have at least 1 coin, और उनको एक एक कॉइन दे देते हैं. ठीक है, देखो मैंने 2 कॉइन्स ले लिए, ठीक है, I took 2 coins, तो टोटल कितने हो गए 12 कॉइन्स. ठीक है, फर्स्ट beggar से मैंने 2 कॉइन्स ले लिए, so now I have to give that beggar at least 2 coins, right? ये सेंस बन गया. Sorry, now that beggar can get 0 coin also, क्योंकि now x has become 2 कॉइन तो हमने उससे ले लिए ना ऑलरेडी, उसकी मिनिमम वैल्यू -2 सेट हो गई है इसका मतलब. तो 2 कॉइन्स ले लिए, तो द टोटल नंबर ऑफ कॉइन्स दैट आई हैव इज 12. नाउ सिंस y एंड z आर सपोज टू हैव 1 कॉइन एट लीस्ट, तो उनको एक एक कॉइन दे देता हूं, है ना. 1 कॉइन टू y, ठीक है, 1 टू y and 1 to z. So guys, now how many coins do I have left? 10 coins. 10 coins तो बच गए अब हमारे पास. But now the condition is how? How is the condition now? That now each beggar can get any number of coins. सबके मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया हमने सेटिस्फाई कर दिए हैं. Since x was greater than equal to -2, तो हमने उससे 2 कॉइन ले लिए, है ना. तो उसका भी काम हो गया. y और z से एक एक कॉइन देना था, तो उनको एक एक कॉइन दे दिया है एटलीस्ट. So now all the beggars, after I have 10 coins, now the condition is any beggar can get any number of coins, right? So obviously 10 coins and 2 beggars, they can be given those 10 coins in 12c 2 ways that we have already seen, है ना. तो guys 10 coins and 2 partitions, so we can arrange them in 12c 2 ways. तो इस तरह से आपका आंसर बन जाएगा 12c 2. So I hope you found this way very interesting कि हम अगर नेगेटिव वैल्यू है, so doesn't matter. पॉजिटिव वैल्यू थी तो आप दे रहे थे उतने कॉइन्स, अगर नेगेटिव वैल्यू है, यू जस्ट टेक सम कॉइन्स, है ना, टू सिंप्लीफाई द मेथड. Got it guys? I hope it is clear. Okay, great guys. So guys, if you like the questions and like the video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel and like the videos. And guys, if you are interested in the full course of IOQM, then you can go for the full IOQM course. So guys, this course comprises of all the chapters that are relevant for IOQM, है ना. You can find the video for that as well. I have given complete details about the course. You can find it there. And so the course is very reasonably priced. You'll get ample test practice in that course also. There are 18 tests, 10 full tests and 8 to 7 or 8 part tests, right? So you'll get a total of very good practice through 18 tests. For IUCAM, you'll be thoroughly prepared and it will be comprehensive course जिसमें सारी theory cover हो रही है, सारे chapters cover हो रहे हैं. Okay, so you can use our coupon code in the app or you can watch the videos on the web as well. Okay, so all the details are given in the other video. Please check it out. It is given in the description. Okay, also, so please visit that. And if you like the video, you can subscribe to our complete course. Okay, buy the whole course and you can watch all the videos. Okay, and be prepared very well for IOQM. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you.